at 1:16 a.m. Here we go. Just outside of Toronto time. We are back, baby. We are back. We are back. Just chilling. Here we are. That's what the weekends are for. But we'll give you guys a minute to come on in. Like always, come on in and be with me. Keep me company. Let's hold each other's attention, among other things. But come on in. Good morning, Milos. Yeah, buddy, Jared. Here we go. The boys are back. The boys are back. I've got some goodies here. I don't know where to start. It's all food, though. How's everybody doing? Good morning at 1:17 a.m. just outside of Toronto time. Here we are. Back at the marina. Chilling at the marina. And I just flushed myself in way more bois d'orage. I was kind of doubting my sexuality after I left Etiquette. I needed to masculinize up. So I'm in like pure bois d'orage right now. But how's everybody doing? What's everybody wearing? Yeah. So thirsty. I've been on my feet for like 12 hours. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, that hit the spot. It's like a punch in the gut. Sledge in my belly. Get in there. Pine tar and caramel. Gas. Very gassy. Hey, how's everyone doing? Saturday night, Sunday morning, depending on where you are. How's it going, brother? It's going great. How are you? Another mall day, Catherine, in Lee's Mediterranean. Sweet. I'm in more bois d'orage. Way more. I absolutely love it. Kind of obsessed right now. I think it's the perfect weather for it, too. French lover. Masterfully done. We got to get Pierre Bourdon out of retirement. And if we can, I would give him some of my poutine. How about that? Yeah, baby. I'd give him some of my buffalo chicken poutine. You think he would eat some of this? It's Canadian food. Should I be using a fork? Is it mandatory to eat? Can you eat with your fingers? On YouTube? Of course you can, right? It's not against the law, is it? I think it'd be actually stupid to be using a utensil when you got fingers. You got utensils attached to your hands. Right? How's everybody's Saturday evening, middle of the night? I'm in the marina. I just got here. I was downtown this whole time. After my battery died, I put my phone away and just kept walking and meeting some people. Had a good time. Got some food. Nice evening in Toronto. The city was really busy. That is sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Guys, I can't get over that BDK, Rouge smoking. It fucking shocked me. I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's super addictive. I put some on before I left. It's so thick and cherry oud-like. but really smooth and polished, eh? It's got that really fine polish to it. Very powdery, intensely powdery. Kind of felt like Ombre Nomad a bit. A little bit medicinal, a little bit rosy, very almondy. A bit like fucking Fabulous. Cherry almond tonkabi. That's what I got. So sweet, eh? Sickly sweet. Like little girl sweet. Kind of like Prada candy. But damn, if you're going out and you want to be noticed, that will get you noticed. It has a huge leather accord in it, like a very refined leather. It's not like this big monster IBQ. It's just like this really nice purr, a growl of a soft leather. Very sexy. I found it very sexy. There's something about it that aroused like these pleasury sensors that felt good. In a trashy kind of way too, though. Rouge smoking. I know there's a lot of hype behind that because I've seen some of it. Am I going to purchase a Healy? I don't know. I like the Iris, but the Iris kind of reminded me of, it's kind of like Prada's L'Homme Iris. Very rubbery and gray. You know? That St. Clement's really stood out. I like that. I think I like that more than the Iris. But also, Epic Woman stood out. Have I tried meat? Yeah, I tried the Mint Fresh a long time ago. That gets a lot of love too. They didn't have it there today though. Their selection was very limited. It's like they're sold out of everything. The only stuff they had left was that Onslaught crap that nobody's buying. Onslaught and Ganymede Extrait. That stuff's a monster. Did not enjoy that at all. Way too synthetic and big and butch masculine. It's like wearing a big block engine Hemi 5.7 around your neck on a chain. That's what those Ganymedes feel like. One of those old carburetor engines. No gas injection. Brum, 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 brum. I can't believe I called Spider-Man Superman today. I didn't even realize that was Spider-Man. Why was I calling him Superman? I just saw a nipple and my mind went, duh. Did you guys see the nipple? Damn, that was a really good nipple. She had a beautiful nipple. Nice boobies. And my mind just went Superman. I don't know why. When it was clearly Spider-Man. Spider-Man picked up the chick. Her boobie fell out. It was funny. Kevin says I have the older Rouge smoking. It's one of my favorite BDKs. Dude, it's so incredibly complex and full and rich. Like really rich. Intense. The extrait is so intense. So thick and honeyed. Kind of like this rosy oud. Rose oud leather. cherry, very cherried, like syrupy cough medicinal. I'm obsessed with it. I gotta try this again. I want to wear it. It's very. I find it very arousing. You guys know what I mean, right? Yeah, I got some poutine here, man. Starving. I couldn't take it anymore. I need a distraction. I need a distraction from hunger. And now I got poutine and the cicadas and you guys. But how you guys doing? How was your evening? How was everyone's evening? What'd y'all do? What did everybody do tonight?
I won't ever drop the story. You don't? What Asian?
All right, this poutine's making me nauseous now.
I probably know it. I can probably go back and find it.
What's everybody wearing tonight?
Yeah, good time. Good time. What's good time? Yeah. I haven't seen you in great well. No, he's. Haven't seen you in great. His birthday is I remember he messaged me. No, like a lot of first years are. Oh yeah, I get that, but he's older than his friends.
Oh, God, it's like medicine. It's filling all the gaps. Oh, man. Won't be wearing rouge smoking until colder weather. Yeah, it's a very heavy fragrance. I can see why it gets so much love. It's very modern, right? Very modern. It's like new agey, modern. Really addictive, though. I tried a Brandon banging poutine. What the fuck? What's happening, Pat Lester? Norman, Ollie, Wally. How's everybody doing? Took a pain pill, and what's your pain pill? I might take one right now. I got a couple in my pocket. Oh wait, look at this. Let me get it. It's coming. Here we go. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Okay. You're in Hemingway, Musk Milano Hemingway. Cool. What's that like? I imagine that's gonna be a fougere. Some sort of barbershop fougere. I'm all sweaty and hot, and I gotta take a shower. I can't wait to shower. Take my shoes off and jump into bed all naked. Nice cold air-conditioned bed. Yeah, okay, all right, you gotta go, bro. Weirdo. See any oil? I don't ever take any oils, Omar. I just smoke, no oils. Yeah, I don't even know what you mean by oils. What do you do with the oils? Put them under your tongue? You smoke them? Put them on your papers? Oh, Janet says, My first boyfriend wore Aramis. It was divine. Oh, that must have been the good old Aramis. What's good, Omar? What's good, you, man? What's good, buddy? I missed a bunch of comments. I picked up Arami at the local rack store because it got discontinued. Nasty at first, getting better as it matures. I had the same feeling, and I didn't enjoy it. It was way too raspy for me. Way too raspy of a leather, old school. Like, I can understand it and appreciate it, but ultimately it wasn't for me. Just way too old. Classic masculine. I love classic masculines, but not every single one. I don't feel like I need to love every single one. And Arami for me is just, maybe it's a Castoria. It's just like a little too rough. But like you know, with time, my mind could easily change. Smelled like water with old mildewy library books. Yeah, something like that. Very raspy. Kind of like picklish, right? I remember it being pickled. I think I should feed my poutine to the skunks. I've seen a couple of skunks walking around looking for shrub, or what are they called? Those little grubs that they eat. How are you? I'm doing very well. Matthew, how are you? Doing great. Thanks for asking. What's my favorite strain? Old time, probably sour diesel. I like sour diesel kicks. I always come back to it. There'll be times like I'll leave it for a little bit, but I always come back to my sour D. Zhangyi is probably my second favorite. Both sativas. What about you guys? What's your favorite strains? I don't like infused, eh? My bud smokes only infused, and I don't even like taking pulls from him. You smoke, it just increases your tolerance. Decreases your tolerance. You're so damn strong, and they completely fry your dopamine receptors. Like, once you start smoking those and get used to them, you can't go back. You know what I mean? Going back down to 30 or 20% is useless. Complete waste of your money. So I don't like the infused, and they're super synthetic too, and they give me headaches. And I always say, like, pot shouldn't taste like fucking cherry cola, you know what I mean? It should smell like pot, like weed, like grass, but not like synthetic cherry cola, or some of these baby Jeters that they have. You see these baby Jeter flavors? They look like bubblegum flavors, like pot bubblegum. What the fuck? It's for kids, you know? It's very gimmicky. 40%. Why do you need 40%? Jesus. That's mental. I know when I smoke those, it's just like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. You know? You're really like head in the clouds. Bye-bye subconscious. Like, try digging a thought out of there on a 40% strain. Impossible. Dig out a memory. No way. I smoke mostly, but I love oils. You take them anywhere and it doesn't smell as bad. So, do you smoke them in like a pen? Because I don't really smoke these pens either. I see these kids smoking pens. I have no idea even what's in there. Oh, coming cartridges. Okay, I imagine it's like a pen too. I think I know. Yeah, I know the kids smoke those. How do you feel about Issey Miyake? I got appreciation for Issey Miyake. I don't own any. Especially Put Home, you know. Put Home, I did own this Issey Miyake Put Home, like the OG fresh yuzu citrus one at one time. And it's a nice scent, however, it just didn't work for me. It gave me migraines, Omar. Other than that, I'm not really familiar with Issey. Just go home and sleep, no one cares. You obviously did, you left a comment, but thanks, fucko. ML says, I feel the same way about Arami. It's still raspy and just not pleasant. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't find it pleasing, and I felt like I had to force myself to be able to appreciate it. And I don't want to wear a fragrance where I feel forced to enjoy it and it's not natural. Like, that feeling should come natural. You know what I mean? Not because it's well respected by so many old farts. Who gives a fuck what they like? If you don't like it, like, fine, you can respect it out of their sake, but you don't have, I never feel forced to like anything. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't like it, I don't like it. That's it. Why do we got so many jerks in the comments tonight? Sour D was legendary. Jack, oh yeah, Jack Harrer too. Yeah. I tried those. I tried Johnny Chronic are really good too. They're about to double the price of the norm though. So you gotta really open up the wallet for like the high-end stuff. Sour D's like mid-level. It is pretty legendary though. Then you get heavy if you smoke a lot. So it's good to take a break. I like to take 2 days. After a 2-day break, man, oh man, like pot is, it's very medicinal and spiritual, and it's not best to be abused. You know what I mean? When you abuse it, it loses its purpose. It loses its value. It's not the same. When you take a break and you know how to respect it, it's very purposeful and serving, and it really opens you up in ways, you know, that just aren't possible without. So I think it's a gift from the gods, honestly, that we have this shit growing here on the land. Mex, what's happening, Mex? Good to see Mex. Let us know what you're wearing. I took Oxy. I have a broken rib. Oh no. I hope you're doing okay. How'd you get a broken rib? Damn. I like ribs on the barbecue. I wonder how Catherine would taste. Probably really yummy. Catherine, put some Rouge Smoking on those ribs. What's happening, Journey? Oh, Journey, what's happening? Good to see Journey, bro. Hope you're doing well. At 1:40 in the morning. What you up to? Oh, I think there's a UFC tonight, wasn't there? Somebody was saying, my kids were talking about big UFC event tonight. Who fought? Who won? Call the cops. No, man. I don't like seeing the cops. Thank God, like, they don't walk the beat anymore. Like, I love cops, but, you know, and they serve a purpose. I don't want to see them, though. I don't want to see them walking around. Cops bring unrest, you know what I mean? As soon as you see a cop, it's like unrest. Like, give me a fucking break. Let me just enjoy myself. You see a soldier, you don't want to see soldiers walking around the city or people with guns. Leave the cops. Why are you speaking in the dark? Well, because there's no sun out. I would love to try it. It would be too legal available in Sweden. If it would be. What, are we talking about pot? Is it legal in Sweden? We have an old creeper in the park at night. What park do you go to? Talk about other fragrances you don't like. Well, ask me about some. OG Issey Miyake is loved by everyone when I wear it, but it doesn't move me. There's parts of it that are quite nice, like the freshness, the bitterness, the citrus accord, the green aspect. But there's something that just friggin' it slices the top of my head off. All right, I feel so much better now after sitting down. I've been walking this whole time. My feet are on fire. I'm definitely gonna have calluses tomorrow. Sour D isn't as good as it was back then. It's not as sticky, dank, or as terpy. I'm smoking Cap Junkie at the moment. So it's very piney, you know what I mean? I find it really sticky at the back of my throat. Like the pine tar really builds up and it dries out my throat. Like my throat is always dry. I'm always got a mucus buildup. It's mostly from Sour D. There's a lot of resin. A lot of resin. But you're right, it's not as sticky as before. Because I like to put my butts out with my finger. Because I like to get that... I like to get that resin on my finger because I enjoy the smell. It's very piney and kind of blueberry-ish too. You know, very woody but flavorful, like very rich and aromatic, right? And I like to put my butt out with my fingers, and I noticed that lately they're not as sticky and resiny as they used to be. Before they would be so much more piney and tarry, almost like glue. My fingers would be glued together from the sap resin. It's lost a lot of that glue. First time I tried OG Kush, I seriously thought it should be illegal to smoke that. Man, I have so many great stories like the first times I've smoked. Life-changing. Life-changing, you know what I mean? Like, you're 45, you should be in bed. Why should I be in bed, fucko? Like, what makes you so old that puts me in bed? How old are you? How old are you, fuckface? Gummies are better for your lungs. Yeah, you're probably right. Sentonite, why sell myself? Oh no. How are you enjoying that? How are you enjoying myself? Assalamu alaikum. Good to see you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. All my Syrian friends yell that to me at work when they see me. It's so funny. I love them. They're really I find Syrians really soulful. They're really passionate about life. You know what I mean? Like their hearts really shine through their bodies. YSL myself look boring as fuck. Yeah, it's kind of like ambery bubblegum, you know what I mean? Like everything else on the market, it's just like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, and just just let's just end it. It's miserable, you know what I mean? Like, let's find something new. Okay, bro, if you're sitting here calling me the creep, right? Just for being, that makes you the creep. You're creepy. Get the fuck out of here. Stop being a creep. Kazmat. Oh, Kamzat won. Kamzat won. Okay, cool. I don't know who he fought, but just know Bob Marley wouldn't use it if it wouldn't be spiritual. Yeah, Bob Marley was really in touch with himself, right? He was in touch with his heart. Listen to his words. His words are very soulful. They asked him if he was rich, and he goes, what does rich mean to you? Does rich mean having a lot of money? Or is rich having a lot of things? Or is rich being, you know, a full heart? He's very wise, full of wisdom, full of spirituality. Well, he says I smoke my vape or my green after I shower around 2 a.m. Put on my fragrance of the night, a few cocktails, watch some on the streamers, never remember shit. You're smoking too much. Yeah, it'll fuck with your memory for sure. That's the side effect, is memory loss. Hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you for liking the stream. We got 10 likers at 1:45 a.m. on a Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, late Sunday evening. Guys, I had a great time downtown. I love downtown. I love the spirit of the city. You know what I mean? Just walking around, you pick up so many messages, you know? It's like a beautiful transfer of energy into the city. There's so many beautiful things to see, and there's art and theaters there, you know? A lot of people just walking around enjoying the same thing. People coming out of the theater, people coming out of the galleries, people coming out of their dinners, their patio dinners or whatever. It's really cool. I had pizza. I stopped and had Italian pizza at a place called Rustica. It was a patio bar, and I got arugula and I was gonna say pistachio, prosciutto. I got arugula and prosciutto pizza, and it was nice. It was good. It was delicious. A couple more Diet Cokes. I think this is my fourth tonight. Kind of an overload. But we gotta cap this. We gotta cap the Diet Cokes. But yeah, that's kind of been my evening. Hello from Cyprus. I'm wondering if you know anything from Cyprus. It's close to Greece, right? You live in California? Yes, under the bridge. Okay, fuckface, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. Sorry about this. Like, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Okay, but bye-bye. Catherine says it's not hard to get a broken rib at my age. I picked up something really heavy. Gotta stop that. Yes. Get some masculine men in your life to do that stuff for you. You shouldn't be lifting heavy stuff. You need some strong boys. A lot of Syrians in Saga passionate about other things too. Absolutely. Edibles don't hit you the same. Smoking, they make me sleepy. Edibles don't do fuck all for me. Like, I literally don't even feel them. I've tried edibles, shit. Mushrooms, on the other hand, life-altering experience. Shrooms, oh my God. You want the answers to life? Like, you know, I keep kind of expecting for God to kind of pull back the curtains and show me how all this shit works. Like, here's the trick. And that's exactly what happens when you try shrooms. You just kind of understand. Your perception of reality is hit. You know what I mean? Oh man, shrooms are freaky as fuck. But really good freaky. I'm glad that I've been able to smoke a lot of weed before I tried shrooms the first time, because like, even smoking weed has taught me a lot about myself, a lot about my nervous system, a lot about dysregulation, you know? And if I'd never smoked weed and got to know myself in that way, I think doing mushrooms, especially like I overdosed heavy the first time, it would have been dangerous. You know what I mean? But I think the shroom, the weed kind of prepared me for that. I wouldn't recommend overdosing mushrooms the first time. It's not very safe or smart. I did it by accident. I just didn't feel anything, and I just kept eating and eating and eating, and it's like, no, I don't feel anything, and all of a sudden, like 5 hours later, like, whoa, I'm ready to fucking jump off a bridge. I feel like I can fly. You know what I mean? If there was a bridge there, I'd have no problem jumping off. You're watching in India. I met an Indian kid tonight. I was just sitting down at a bench, and this young kid sits down next to me. He just starts talking. Says he's been working at this tahini place for a year and a half. He just came from India, asking me what I do, and yeah, it was a nice kid. And we kind of followed each other on social media. The black man is Jesus. Is that so? I'm seriously dejunking my house. Feels amazing. I will not be getting rid of any perfumes. I don't blame you, Catherine. I mean, Janet. Haha. Babiano, what's happening? The bull is back in Queer Beluga. Get the fucko out of here. Yeah, he's gonzo, man. No fuckos allowed. Don't be a fucko. I'd rather you be a soy boy, but don't be a fucko. Like, don't be fucko. You know what I mean? Like, don't be crude. That's it. Just don't be crude. There are cops all over in Monte Carlo, all plain clothes and look like male models. Are you there now, Catherine? You eat dinner? I just had a little bit of poutine, but I should have got a small. I got a medium, and I've eaten half of it, and I'm completely full. I had a few Diet Cokes too. How many? This is my fourth, literally my fourth. I got baklava too. Got baklava, I got a sausage, I got a second Diet Coke, then I got pizza. Like I went to that Rustica place and I got the French, Italian pizzas. I had a Diet Coke there. I just got 2 more with my poutine. I'm good for another week. You should wear sunglasses at night. Yeah, there's no sunlight, eh? How would I look in sunglasses? I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. Yes, correct. Cyprus is close to Greece. Greece is the mother country of Cyprus. We are both Greeks, one nation, 2 countries, and most important, we both deadly hate the Turks. I'm well aware of that. The Turks and the Greeks have a lot of beef. Hopefully it's not personal and it's more political, you know what I mean? Because that sucks. Hating people sucks. It really does. It's a horrible feeling. But it's all good, bro. Janet says, anytime I've done mushrooms, I loved it so much. Janet, honestly, I love the experience too. It was life-changing, altering, like completely affected my perception of a lot of things. However, by the end of the night, I was like, oh my God. After 8 hours, I was just like, I just want this to end. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock. And I was just like, I want this to end. It got really heavy, right? And awkward and uncomfortable. I was just like, oh, my head is spinning now. I felt like I was in a vortex, right? But it was wild at the same time because I was up at the lake. So the lake was the perfect thing. And the lake at that night was super peaceful, super calm. There wasn't a single ripple in the lake. It was just like flat as ice, and the air was just perfect, room temperature air. There wasn't a sound. The clouds were full, but everything looked super powdery to me. Like I would just be like, God, I know you're here, God. Motherfucker, I know you're playing tricks with me. And everything was super powdery, man. It was pretty wild. But it's definitely, it's an ego check, you know what I mean? It just kind of separates you from the feeling of your person, the weight of your person, both mentally, physically, spiritually. And you just kind of become this one conscious life force with everything and infinity. It's pretty rad. Husband used to travel to Cyprus for work. He always brought halloumi home. How did you eat so much the first time? I had about 3 grams. So I'd start with a half gram. I feel nothing. So 30 minutes later, I'd have another half gram. I'm like, nothing. So another 30 minutes, I'll be like, another fucking half gram. And I was eating the caps. I was eating the best parts, leaving like the crap for everybody. I was just like, I want the good stuff, man. I want to feel like what is everything. I didn't even eat. I went on an empty stomach because if you eat, I think eating really numbs your high. So I went with a hungry stomach. I wanted to feel every ounce of it, like really go into that trip. And I think it was the perfect trip, even though it was like it got heavy at the end of the night. Like it didn't hurt me in any way, but after a while, it was just like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like wearing a heavy perfume all day and wanting to wash it off. But with a trip, you can't really jump in the shower and wash it off. Like you're just stuck with it until it dies down. Have I ever smoked saliva like DMT? I've not. Smoked it and felt like I've never existed, and that was my life, was my dream. Yeah, mushrooms kind of felt like a dream. a very weird dream, a very dream state, like almost like you're in a different dimension or a different reality, right? Oh, it's really bizarre. Mussy, thanks for your latest video of Maximum Fragrance. Really loved your interaction with Larry. Oh, Larry wasn't there in the latest video, but he was there. Larry was there at the first one. Mustafa was there, or Muhammad was there. Muhammad, Johnny, and Samir. But I'm glad you enjoyed. I love squeaky cheese. What do I say about Anchorage meeting of Trump? Very interesting. Very interesting. Anchorage. They look very chummy, those two guys. Very chummy. What did they ask him? They asked him specific something, and he ignored the question. I can't remember right now. But anyways, like, mixing tobacco with herb gives a totally different feel. Yeah, I don't really like tobacco in my herb. I seen somebody say their Savia trip felt like a 30-year alternative life. What's up, Deli? You had some coffee. I need to get an espresso soon. It's been so long since I had coffee. You know what I don't like, though? I don't like the dysregulation coffee gives my body. It really puts me out of sync, and I love being in tune with my body. Like, I know my body is my antenna. It's my antenna to consciousness, right? So I really always want to be in tune with that. So anything that throws me off of that tune or that vibe, I just got to get it out of my life. Whether it's coffee or whatever, you know what I mean? That throws my signal off. But coffee was really the last thing. And then after that was like a lot of processed foods. I had to get rid of processed foods in my life because that was throwing my sync off too. Processed food was, it kept me drained, like energetically. And even my vibration, like I was vibing to processed food. Natural foods wasn't my vibe. I'd eat at that time I tried natural foods and I'm just like, ugh, I don't vibe with this, you know, it doesn't fill me up. I need junk food. But then when you stay away from junk food for, let's say, a month, and then you have some, again, you're like, ugh, that I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Like my stomach doesn't feel good. I don't feel good. You know what I mean? What's up, Robert Platinum? Yeah, so anything that kind of dysregulates me, I like getting rid of that. I used to be addicted to soda to fill the void. Never worked out for some reason. Yeah, soda's never really gonna. Soda's very temporarily. You know what I mean? It's for that moment only. It fills a void in that moment, and once that moment is gone, so is the void comes back. So is the fill. You know, it's very short termed. It's a shit dopamine hit. It's a very expensive dopamine hit. It's not even worth it. You know what I mean? You're much better off getting dopamine naturally from natural ways. Like just being outdoors or planting your feet in the grass. Thoughts on Black Lord Parfum? I have the ED. I have the OG. I haven't smelled the Parfum, but I imagine it's pretty sexy too. It's like tuberose and chocolate, right? Chocolate, vanilla. Orchids. Orchids are gorgeous. How can you not like orchids, you know? Orchids are beautiful. Spicy, vanillic, fresh, light floral, a little bit banana-ish, like ice cream. Fuck, everybody likes orchids. Orchids are sexy. And they're mysterious, like violets, right? I like orchids. And Tom Ford, he's, you know, Tom Ford can definitely handle a perfume. How can we find you on Instagram or Facebook? Same, you smells good. You smells good everywhere. You can follow me on Instagram there, or Facebook is just my name, Eugene. I don't really post on Facebook though. Just, you can find me on Instagram. Yes, eating does ruin the high. Experienced smokers know not to munch. Yes, absolutely. That's experience. You know what I mean? Experience teaches you not to eat if you want a maximum high. Because eating, you know, your body is processing a lot of data there and taking away from the high. You know, it's your metabolism is working, and it's separate from, it takes away, yeah, it just takes away the energy. You look like Simon Cowell, like America's Got Talent. The Simon Cowell of Perfume, maybe. All right, yeah, I think I was called that once many years ago. Empty stomach, shrooms, orange juice, never again. You know what? Shrooms taste like dirt though, eh? You can definitely taste the dirt. And they're so rubbery. Shrooms are definitely connected to iris somehow. I get a lot of rubbery components to iris perfumes the same way as I do with mushrooms. Like, I love the feeling of those mushrooms in my mouth. They're so rubbery, they're so soft, almost like marshmallows. But I'll stick them under my tongue and I'll squeeze all the juices out first. I won't swallow them. I would squeeze all the juices out, like every ounce of juice, and I would swallow that juice, and then I would slowly chew on the mushroom and then swallow that. But I wouldn't, like, I wanted that juice separate. I wanted to maximize the high as much as I could. So I separated the juice, the mushroom juice, before I swallowed them. And I think that helped. My body is my antenna to consciousness. It totally is, right? I think hair is also an extension of that antenna to consciousness. Because when you think about your thoughts, okay, think about this consciously. When you think thoughts, where do your thoughts come from? Where do your thoughts come from? Where? Where do your thoughts come from? Do they come from inside your head? Do they come from here? Do they come from here? Sometimes I feel like they come from here. You know what I mean? Even though my body kind of ends at this physical line, I feel like my consciousness has this aura around me. If somebody comes sit next to me here, I can feel them, even though they're not touching me. My eyes could be closed. I'm going to feel them. How? There's like, your consciousness comes out of your head, and you definitely have receptors out here. Can't see them. We can't see, you know, we only see what we're capable of. Just because we can't see something, though, doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right? Like, I don't see the sun, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. During the day, I can't see the stars. It's so bright, that doesn't mean they don't exist. Just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So where does your consciousness start? And you know where it starts? It starts at the very beginning of time, and it ends never. Consciousness never ends. It's always been here. I stayed in Japan for 2 years. When I came back to America, I got super sick eating any food. Yeah, man. Food in a box is not food. Food in a box that comes in the box is not food. I can't deal with dyes and preservatives in food. Yeah, horrible. Nasty little fuckers. Even in hair, like my mom would get super allergic when she would color her hair. So there came a point where she's like, guys, I've colored my hair my whole life. My children are grown. I have grandkids now. I get ill when I color my hair, so I'm gonna start growing my grays out. I hope you guys don't mind. And we're like, Mom, you can do whatever you want. Like, if you want to grow your grays, you don't have to explain. Like, we'll love you regardless of, you know, you look gray and like older or colored and young and fresh. Like, just do what's healthy for you. You know what I mean? Do what's natural. So she got all gray and she changed really fast. But now, you know, she looks much more like a grandma now. Deli says, I can't get high. I'm too depressed to do that. I'll just amplify that symptom. Yeah, getting high just amplifies whatever you're feeling. If you're nervous, you'll get way more anxious when you smoke. Definitely. I hear people say that all the time. They can't smoke, they get paranoid. Well, that's because you're paranoid already. It just kind of brings it to light. Getting high brings it to attention. You've not been conscious of it. You've kind of hidden it in your subconscious thoughts, but smoking brings to light your true feelings, whatever you feel inside. Smoking is really good for revealing a lot of things, for bringing feelings up, like letting things bubble up. My most complimented perfume for men are Creed, Dolphinius, and Grand Soir. I like Grand Soir. What do you think about these two? I really like Grand Soir. Don't know anything about Dolphinius, but yeah, I really like Grand Soir. Nice spicy amber. Sweet and spicy amber, I would say. Nice resinous, smoky, sweet, spicy amber with lavender, patchouli, labdanum, leather, smoke. Very balsamic. What's happening, Baboosh? Good to see you, bro. How you doing? Okay, I got just like maybe 2 more sips of this Diet Coke. Science project. It's probably one of the greatest things that scientists have ever made. I'm sure it was super basic for them, though. Speaking of marshmallows, have you tried the Swedish candy everyone is talking about? I'm hooked. Swedish. We had Swedish berries here our whole lives. Is that what you're talking about? Like those Swedish kind of, yeah, kind of marshmallowy, but they're red and probably loaded with food coloring and dyes. Do a black flip. You probably wouldn't see me for a few days after that. My guy. ML says, I lived in England for a little while, loved it, but the food was so bad I barely ate for the first few weeks. My body actually felt better. Just cracked open an ice cold can of coconut water. Now that's good enough for you. Yeah, I'd have some coconut water. What's the cheapest cologne you got? I don't know, man. The cheapest cologne that I own, I guess it would probably be cut on, put on home, which I paid $40 or $50 for. I don't think I have anything less expensive than that. What about you? What's the cheapest thing you got? What's up, Jay-Z? Good to see Jay-Z in the house. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And that's what we got. That's what we got, bro. You see a lot of those spiritual people have long hair. There's a reason for that. you know. Oh, it's a nice town in Ontario that has a nice lakeshore view. Burlington, Oakville, Port Credit, Toronto, Aurelia. Aurelia has nice lakes. Port Hope, Port Dover, Port Elgin. There's, oh God, there's so many great places, dude. Ontario is filled with beautiful lakes. Bombay Sapphire with tonic, one of the best combos ever. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Where am I living? Canada. I'm in Canada. How about you? Where are you living? What do you think about Cool Water by Davidoff and Kamra Kawa? I don't know Kamra. I mean, Cool Water is a classic, right? A very ferny classic barbershop. It was kind of a big deal at the time. It's gin and tonic. I don't drink, so gin and tonic, is it the drink gin and tonic, or is it a perfume? Yeah, close to Toronto. Very close to Toronto. Emil says, I gotta be honest though, I kind of like the cumin in Arami. It's interesting. My nose says no, but I keep thinking about it. Yeah, I kind of love that too. It's like when you're battling yourself for kind of making a decision. It's like part of you likes it, part of you doesn't, part of you is confused. So that just makes it's weird because it makes more parts of you, you know what I mean? Because you start to see yourself in different ways. And then you start judging yourself or judging the fragrance and asking, is it me? Is it the fragrance? Why do I feel like this? Why have I never felt this feeling before? I don't know, it's weird, man. Sometimes fragrances are weird like that. Especially if you obsess over them. I'm outside Toronto. Me too. Toronto's great though, eh? Thoughts on Tom Ford Cherry Smoke. Cherries, I don't know it. I don't know it. But that fucking Rouge smoking is really on my mind. I think Eva, you guys remember Eva, a test tube fragrance? She was really high on Rouge smoking. She did a whole segment on cherry, I remember. Cherry fragrances. It was kind of like a sexualized video too. Bombay Sapphire is a gin. Yeah, I don't know, man. To me, alcohol's poison, bro. It's like the less I have of that stuff in my body, the happier I am. Get that shit far away from me. That's a deal breaker. Outside Toronto. Where Toronto? Toronto's a big place. Toronto's a big place. In my opinion, BC has better lakes and scenery than Ontario, watching from Vancouver. I hear that a lot, and I believe it too. Probably much cleaner. My aunt and uncle keep talking about moving out to Victoria. They went out there and they fell in love. I said we'd move, but we don't want to lose, all our family is here in Ontario. Ace says, I don't drink either, and you are right. Bro, I'm always right, man. I'm always right. Because I just follow my truth, you know? That's why I always feel right, because it feels right to me and it feels good to me. So when I drink, I feel like shit. So that's the truth. The truth is I feel like shit. So alcohol is poison. That's the truth. You know what I mean? I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. When I drink, I feel like dog shit. I feel like a dog shit in my mouth. You know what I mean? That's the truth. I drink once in a while too, and it's usually like in the form of company, and it's like it'll be for like Christmas or Easter, and everybody's having a drink, and they're like, "Come on, have a drink." I was like, "Okay, shut up," but okay. And then I regret it. You're Crody, Wagwan fam. What does that mean? Crody. But Wagwan you, man. Oh, York region. Cool. All right. I wasn't too far from there today. I'm using cool water to go to university with 15 sprays that people said I smell like a masculine boss. I only have 20 years. Okay, so you're 20 years old. Cool, man. Enjoy it. It is a very masculine fragrance. I bought my son a bottle of cool water for his 5th birthday. When my son turned 5, I bought him his first fragrance, and it was cool water. Crody funny. What is Crody, man? I don't know what that means. I'm not up to date on a lot of slang. I'm not really up to date with a lot of young people's slang. Sometimes I listen to my kids. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They're all like getting on and they all get it, but I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, they have different words for pulling it. And the first time I heard it, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I had no idea. They totally use different words for pulling it than we did when we were kids. Gooning. They call it gooning. We never called it goon. I've never heard of gooning before. So I would be like, what is, like, out loud, I'd be talking about gooning, and they're like, shut up. Like, don't say that out loud. We'd be in a restaurant or something. They'd all put their head down. I honestly had no idea what gooning meant. In my country, Bolivia, the cost of 125 ml of cool water costs $96. It's about that much in Canada too. You can probably find it heavily discounted though. So my country smells good is too expensive. We are living in economic social crisis. Like everywhere else, my friend, it's costing a fortune to live. You know, if your country is a free country and you're living in freedom, you are paying the price for all the other countries to go to war. You know what I mean? So that's the cost of freedom. You can walk the streets free, you have a home to come to, you have a roof that isn't blown off of your head. But the price of that is we are paying for all the other wars in the world, you know, or the select wars that they're choosing. It's the cost of freedom. It's a new world. It's a new world, my friend. A world we're not supposed to talk about. At 2:20. I don't like politics. The whole tariff thing is, well, they need to create money. The governments are broke. They're all in debt. Every government is in so much debt. They need to create money, and this is the only way to create new money. You know what I mean? They're really fishing. Why am I clubbing? I am clubbing. I'm having more fun here than I would in a nightclub, bro. I could be sitting under a tree and having a blast, spaced. Brother, why do you smoke? Brother, why do you breathe? Why do you drink? Why do you jerk off? Why do you read poetry? Why do you listen to music? Why do you write? Why do you jog? Why do you ride a car? Why do you ride a camel? Why? Why'd you have that extra drink? Why'd you have that extra cake? You know what I mean? It's life. We all choose our path. We got to choose our path, man. I don't drink either. Experiment. We're the oldest, funkiest frag and actually go clubbing. What would that be? The first thing that comes to my mind, ML, immediately when you say old and funky, is something like Jeffrey Bean, Jeffrey Bean, Gray Flannel, Superman. I can't believe I called Spider-Man Superman today. Holy shit. Wow. I just saw blue. I didn't even see a cape. Guy wasn't even wearing a cape, and I still called him Superman. Damn. Why, daddy, why? Why, daddy, why? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why, daddy? Fuck your life. Life, guy, that's why. You think life is like a bowl of cherries? If it was a bowl of cherries, maybe we wouldn't be smoking. I also like when I'm smoking, it makes me feel like a boss too. Goldman has a huge pissy civet in the base. Yeah, Goldman is Goldman is very bougie, kind of like un fleur de cassis, right? What's the word? I've got the word on the tip of my tongue. It's kind of like old world Hollywood. Very classic. Retro. Both Goldman and Une Fleur de Cassis. Like the florals are very dirty and animalic, right? They're golden and spiced and pissy. They're very sweaty. This is classic. Everyone needs a good drink. Yeah, if you want to poison yourself, go for it. If you want to get inflammation and a headache, I mean, what's fun about that? Like seriously, what's fun about that? I mean, okay, I can understand a drink or two if you enjoy it, fine. But to get fucking wasted, what's fun about that? Get a headache and a hangover the next day. Your body feels like it's on fire, like toxic. It feels like you're sweating poison. You're throwing up and it's acidic. Ugh. Brother, I'm fairly unhappy in life. I'm planning on smoking cannabis Friday nights and listening to music. Thoughts? Sounds great to me, man. What are you unhappy about? I mean, be the creator of your own life and do whatever the fuck you want to do. What do you dream about? What are your dreams? Like, live out your dreams, man. You can literally do whatever you want. Go drive a race car. You'll make you feel like a man, Ricky Bobby. Ricky B. You got to be Ricky Bobby. Go drive a fucking race car. Talladega Nights. Did your dad leave you or something? Like, what are you sad about? What's with the sad boy energy? It's okay, dads leave, but you're responsible for picking up the pace, you know? If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. You know that, right? You gotta be first. Maybe your dad will come back. But that's just out having a good time chasing tail. He'll come back. He'll come back. No, but what's to be unhappy about? Seriously. It's just your thoughts keeping you trapped in prison. Like, get out of your thoughts. Imagination is a man's worst enemy. can be. Mind is a very dangerous place to be in. Or it could be a very beautiful place if you let go of the past, forget about the future, and just enjoy whatever you have in front of you right now. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life. I'm here now. I might not ever come back, you know what I mean? Like, I might not be here tomorrow, so this is the best night of my fucking life. You know what I mean? I'm here still, and I can go do whatever I want. Like, what isn't great about that? I'm healthy. I got breath in my lungs. I got money in my pocket. I got food in my belly. I got weed in my lungs too. And you know what I mean? I got you guys to have fun with. I got family. I got this nice bench here. I got light. You know, I got artificial light here, so I don't have to be in the dark. I got fresh air. I got room temperature. Like all simple things, but when you're grateful for this simple pleasures, you start to become grateful for everything. Or when you get like just an ounce of something else, you feel so much more gratitude towards that. What the hell is that? There's something creeping there. But you guys know what I mean, right? When you're grateful for like small dopamine, natural dopamine, when you get a big hit, it just feels like a gold mine. It feels like a rush. So enjoy the small stuff. Stop, smell the roses on your way to work. Like fucking pull your headphones out and just love consciousness. You know what I mean? Like get that programming out of your head. You don't need like constant somebody telling you in your ear what to do, how to think, what to believe, where to go, how to spend your money. You know what I mean? You got to own that shit yourself. Get those voices out of your head. Get the programming out of your head. Program your own mind. We'd be right there. We're with you, Ricky Bobby, man. We know you're going to win it. We're cheering for you, bud. I think alcohol kind of gives younger guys confidence, and for girls, it gives them an excuse for things. Yeah, for the young people, it makes them brave, gives them confidence. It's all fake confidence, right? It's not real. Be the creator of your own life is great, but when you have a wife and child and financial pressures, it's not so easy to make changes. I mean, you got to take responsibility for your stuff, right? How'd you get in this mess? Leave them. I mean, if that's what it takes, you know what I mean? If that's what it takes. You got you got to find new ways of earning income. If you're not making enough money and you want a family, it's your responsibility, bro. Spending too much money. I mean, you got to look at yourself. You got to look in the mirror and say, what's going on here? Why am I spending so much? Why ain't I making enough? You know? It's the social pressures of spending. You need this, you need that, you know that. You got to keep up with the Jones, keep up with this guy, the neighbor, your work friends, you know, every event. And then you're comparing your life to somebody else's life on social media. It's a shit show. Welcome to the fucking Matrix. You want a wife? You want a life? You got to pay to play, bro. Cha-ching. Life isn't free, motherfuckers. You got to pay to play. And that's why you got so many homeless guys on the street. And they're living. These guys are living, man. They're all strung out and they're just enjoying the fuck out of their lives. They have nothing. These guys own nothing except for the bag on their back. And they're all happy. I saw them today. I walked in the streets with them today, man. What's happening, Cody? Good to see Cody, bro. Yeah, buddy. What's happening in Miami? I need to end up in Miami sometime. I think Miami would be wild. Just to experience. It's probably not my scene, but I wouldn't mind experiencing it. Hopefully end up like on a yacht party somewhere. Gotta go, says Wally. If I plan on showering by 2 a.m. and getting my night going. Looking forward to new Les Abs in September. Thank you. Great content today. Have a good evening. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching, Wally. And everybody. It's great having you guys here. How's everybody enjoying the streams? What is it you guys want to see? What do you guys come here for? What content do you guys come here for? What is it that brings you guys back here? Pay the cost to be the boss. You got to pay to play, man. And you want a wife, you want a car, you want a dog. Everything costs money, man. Nothing is free. And when people sell you shit, they want to get paid too. They want to be bosses, right? What's happening in Miami? ML says to Ricky Bobby, I used to pull credit dozens of times a day, and clients that always talked about God often had better credit. Maybe give God a chance or something. No way. Is that for real, ML? That's fucking dope. You know, there is something special about believers, you know, and I connect with that. I always connect with believers. I have you know, when I meet a believer, God's honest truth, there is a flow of energy that is filled with love and compassion and just like the greatest feelings ever, you know? And I can't deny that. I can never deny that because I always feel it. When I meet a believer, there's that beautiful transfer of energy that goes from heart to heart. And I know they feel it too because I feel it. I'm human. I have all the human emotions. They are human. They have all the same human emotions I do. So it's a wonderful fucking feeling. And you can't deny it. You know, you cannot deny it. You got to be asleep. And if you're asleep, it's time to fucking wake up, you know? It's really time to wake up. Because society has put your brain to sleep. It's made your brain numb. It's made your pineal gland dumb. You gotta wake up and wash your pineal gland. Stop following what society tells you. What's happening, Jonathan? Good to see you, bro. How's life treating you? At 2:34 in the morning, Jonathan is here with us. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not surprised, you know, ML, I'm not surprised to hear that at all. That doesn't surprise me. I love hearing that. Pulling credit scores, people that believe in God have higher scores. That's incredible. It's just a belief. When you believe in God, it's like another connection to yourself. It's like having a support system. It's like feeling guided, you know, knowing that you're not alone. You know what I mean? You have a backup. And it's a very powerful backup. It's like an army of backup. You know what I mean? This is exactly what it feels. Like an army behind you of just like God-loving souls, these beautiful souls. That's what it feels like. It's like as long as you act out of love, you're guided and protected. There's absolutely nothing that can happen. You've kind of built this bubble around you. You mean delusion? You know what, bro? It's all delusion. Mine, yours, his, and hers. Every single bit of it. So you have the option to pick your delusion, right? And I pick what works for me. My delusion works for me because it feels right. You know what I mean? I own my delusion. It's who I am. And I can't deny that. So if that's my delusion, that's my delusion. But it's all delusion. Be grateful for your delusion. You know what I mean? Be grateful for your delusion. Because the delusion is here to teach you something. And the delusion is to teach you who you really are, what you're made out of, what you're willing to do for yourself. Are you worth it? Are you worth it? Are you worth what you want? You know, everybody wants something in life. Are you worth it? Are you willing to go get it? That's the delusion. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of your highest delusion, your highest truth? What scares you from your truth? Right? What scares you from your truth? I'm not afraid of my truth. I love my truth. That's my delusion. I love my truth. My truth is the most beautiful truth in existence. You know what I mean? Why can't my truth be just as good as anybody else's truth? I have that right as a human being. I don't need to be a Hollywood star. I don't need to be a king. I don't need to be a pharaoh or a pariah. I don't need to be John Travolta. But I'm Eugene, just living my highest truth. Just live your truth, man. Live your truth. Nothing to be afraid of. That's the delusion. Fear is the delusion. Fear will keep you deluded, bro. Nom nom. What are you afraid of? Mama didn't hug you or what? Own your truth, man. What is your truth? Truth is the truth. Truth is light. The truth is love. There's never fear in truth. That's how you'll know it's true, because you don't find fear in it. If you find fear in it, it's not the truth. Fear is delusion. That's what fear is. Fear is the biggest delusion. Fear is being stuck in the past, being stuck in your own mental delusion, being stuck in pain and suffering. Religion can provide strong support groups too. That's what it is. Keep people together, keep people believing the same things, living in community. Yeah, religion has reason. Religion has place. It's okay to be religious. You should believe in something. You should also believe in yourself too, though. Yeah, we're riding, man. We're riding all the way into tomorrow, baby. All the way into tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a funeral and I got a going away party. My brother's moving to New York, so that'll be bittersweet. That'll be bittersweet. Well, that's what life is, bittersweet, you know? The lows make the highs high, and it's kind of how it is. The more bitter, the sweeter it is. That's the truth. Life can be bittersweet. Life can sting. Life can be hard. Life is hard. Life is pain and suffering. Who wants to get up at 6 a.m. after being like in the most beautiful position in sleep? You know what I mean? Sleep is the most beautiful place. And beautiful sleep is sacred. And who wants to get up like on a cold winter morning at 6 a.m. to go to a place you don't want to go. That's pain and suffering, man. And be there for half the day, away from your family, away from your loved ones, away from doing the things that you love doing. You know what I mean? Like if you do that, it's pain and suffering. It's like being in prison, like driving yourself to prison. And you got to pay for the car and the insurance and the gasoline to drive yourself to prison. What do you plan on wearing anything tomorrow? I don't know. I imagine it'll be hot all day tomorrow. I don't know, man. Maybe something with lemons. Because my brother drives a lemon. New York is not far. No, it's New York from Toronto's like an 8-hour drive. Heat. Yeah, 7.5, 8 hours. Crazy how much we are changing so fast. It's incredible. It's scary the rapid rate that we're changing. But I also think it's perfect. It's perfectly necessary because that's where we are. That's how far we've come as a society. And I always say, like, everything is meant to be. Everything is perfect. Everything is, like, God is perfect. God doesn't fuck up. You know what I mean? Pain or suffering is everything is meant to be. That's just the way the energy, life, that's the laws of the universe. You know what I mean? The laws don't lie. The laws have never lied. The laws of the universe aren't, they're not decided by a court. They're decided by a higher power. They're not decided by people and rules and it's crazy how much we're changing. Like physically, mentally, creatively, spiritually. I think spiritually we're like getting disconnected, to be honest. You call that capitalism? Yeah, everything is capitalism. I mean, you can't really depend on the government. Government knows we can't even depend on them for anything, so we got to do things ourselves. But it's good that they give us the freedom. We're lucky we have the freedom. Imagine we didn't have the freedom. What would we call that then? Socialism. Then we wouldn't be happy with that either. Would we? Do you want everything that everyone else has? Like, does everybody have to have the exact same thing? The exact same car, the exact same house? Or do you want to get paid for what you work for? How hard you work? That's what capitalism is. You have the opportunity to make more than your neighbor if you're willing to put in the work. You know what I mean? You live in communism, you get the same paycheck as your neighbor and your cousin and your grandfather. You know, get that $222 a month and a bag of rice. It's the beauty of the world. People are interesting species, man. They're so fucking interesting. Where do we come from? Where do we come from? Where do we come from? There's no way we came from apes. That's crazy. How fast? We may live more than one life. You'll live thousands of life, bro. God, I've been here a billion years, man. That's what makes it, because I'm aware of it. That's what makes it so hard. You know what I mean? But that's what kind of makes it easier too, is you're aware of it. You're aware you'll come back. You're aware that you're just an energy force. You're aware that you're more than just this meat body, this skin suit, that you're a soul inside of here. Like an infinite, eternal soul that just keeps resurfacing life after life after life, billions of years. Like you've always been here. Your soul has always been here. Souls are infinite. Where's it going to go? It's trapped in this dimension. Your soul cannot leave this dimension. Once you die, your soul just goes right back into consciousness. Soul is connected to consciousness. You're just hooked up to your pineal gland. Right? Your soul just goes right back. Even when you sleep, your soul takes off. You think your soul hangs out with you when you're sleeping? No, man, you're fucking boring. I'm boring. We're boring. Souls are bored of us, guy. Our souls want to live. They want to party. They know we're so much more worthy of what we actually give ourselves. So our souls say a big fuck you, and they take off for the night, and they go hang out with all the other souls that know how to party. You know what I mean? So that's why when you wake up and you dream and you feel refreshed, your soul is telling you, yo, bro, you missed out. You missed out. And when you wake up, you actually become part of that party. You get invited to those parties. You know what I mean? Because the other souls notice that your soul is awake, and there's that connection. You know, there's the connection in the heart. There's the connection in consciousness. There's the eye contact, you know? You just become really hyper aware of it. Souls are infinite, baby. You've been here. Maybe you might be you might be a new soul. You might be a young soul. I don't know. Sometimes you get young souls. They got to live really painful lives until they learn, you know? You got to learn. You got to learn who you really are, where you came from, what you're here for, what your purpose is, what is your intention. You have an intentional life, or are you just kind of living what's ever given to you? That means you're disconnected from soul, disconnected from purpose. That's depression, you know what I mean? That's where depression comes from, disconnection from your purpose. You're not doing what you were sent here for. Everybody has a dream, everybody has an intention. Spaced. Space says you have at least one. Space, you should see my DMs, man. Sometimes I hate opening my DMs. It's like when I wake up in the morning, I was like, oh God, I do not want to open my DMs. $2:49 a.m. I can still smell rouge smoking. It's very creamy, eh? Very creamy. I'm really interested in this new age perfume. Very vanillic. It's kind of giving Tom Ford cherry. Something, it's super cherry. It's given Dior Homme. It's given vanilla, some sort of vanilla. It's giving Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad, Rosewood. It's a combination of so many things. It's got a huge leather accord in here. The almond is creamy and warm and powdery. There might even be rose and violet in here. What are you crying about, Omar? What's happening? Bro, don't pay any attention to me, man. Don't pay any attention. I'm just like, you know, I'm just having a good time. Did I like the X straight over the EDP? You know what? Once I had the X straight, there was no going down. I felt like going to the EDP was going down. The X straight was such a kick, eh? And I know specifically, I smelled it on someone and it caught my attention. I got to be honest, it caught my attention. And I was like, She smells fucking sexy. I wonder what she's wearing. That was my first thing. I was like, wow, 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 wow. I had no idea. And then when I smelled it at Etiquette, I was like, that's it. That is it. That's exact. I do. Hi. What are you guys smoking?
A pot.
Oh, cool. You guys want to sit down and then smoke with me?
That's okay.
All right, cool.
Friends are waiting. We were looking for a lighter and I lost it, so.
I'll enjoy your pot. What are you smoking? Sativas?
It's hybrid.
Oh, hybrid. Cool. Infused?
Not too much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy your pot. I'm going to enjoy mine. They got their friends over there. It's cool. It's cool you get denied. You know, at least you take a chance. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, but that's okay. Like either way, there's no attachment. You know what I mean? They were welcome to sit and they were free to go. Why would you say your lighter broke? I'd give them the damn lighter. Who cares? Take the lighter. You know, it's nice to be. You can be friendly. You don't need to be. You don't need to be raunch about it. A Bic makes billions of people. I love my Bics, eh? I don't want to use anything but a Bic. Where'd my lighter go? Yeah, I love my Bic. You know what? It's the perfect wingman. Even if you don't smoke, somebody's always asking for a lighter. There you go, living proof. You want to know another great icebreaker with women? And they love it when you catch them taking selfies and they're making serious faces. You tell them to smile. I did it tonight. Two were doing it right in front of me over by the, where was I sitting? It was a theater in Toronto. What theater was it? I was sitting there by the bench and two women were taking selfies in front of the theater, and I just said, you guys should smile. And they both at the same time threw on the biggest smiles. And I said, capture that, because that's a genuine smile. And they died laughing, you know what I mean? So it's a great opportunity to catch somebody in a good mood and to smile and to laugh. You know what? And if you can do that to somebody, they'll remember you. It's a good icebreaker. And it's just like natural. Smile. I always tell people, even the dude, Indian brothers are always taking pictures of themselves, and they love it, and they're cool, and they'll stand there with their bud, and they'll tell them where to stand, and they'll tell them where to pose, and the Indian brothers are always so serious. They always got this mean mug on. They don't like to smile. So I saw this Indian dude posing by his Mustang earlier down in the city, and I was walking by. I said, dude, smile. And dude put on the most authentic, genuine smile. And he loved it. You know what I mean? So it's a great opportunity to get somebody to smile. And you just say smile. And people will smile. Like, everybody loves smiling. You feel good when you smile. And when you can capture a smile from someone, there's that transfer of energy. And you feel just as good as they do smiling. You know what I mean? It's just like putting good out into the world. It always comes back. Good is contagious, but so is bad. Everything is contagious. Energy. Energy is contagious. Hell yeah. Good combo start. What is lighter? Smile? Yeah. Good combo starter should never have any attachment to it. It should just be fresh and light and passing, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be heavy, or it should never feel forceful or intimidating. Or what's happening, Sean? We're just chilling, man. We're just vibing out here with the universe. You know, at 2:57. I love this hour. The witches will be here soon. We're just waiting for the wind to come in. We'll see if the witches will come. I love me some witches. Witches are great. I love witches. Because witches come and go, right? A witch will never place an attachment on you. You know? Because a witch is confident and they know that you'll come back if they have something you want. You know what I mean? And I love that. Just no attachment. Witches are great. And you can learn a lot from a witch. Witches are really intelligent. That's why they try and silence witches. Because they fear witches. You hear the broomsticks? Yeah, I don't hear anything yet. I might need another sour diesel though to kind of filter my consciousness. Oh, it's good to stretch. Guys, life is good, man. You know what I mean? Life is good. Life is your idea of what it is. Life could be good. Life could be miserable. It is what you say it is. But you got to own that. You got to believe it. You got to feel it. It's got to be your truth. What is your truth? What's happening, Dushan? Idemo. Aimo. Tichmo. Yeah, man. And be the truth. The cicadas. Are those crickets? If Lily was here, she'd say, those are crickets. Those are crickets. They kind of sound like cicadas. But what the hell do I know, right? What do I know? I'm just here. I am just here living. Sometimes I wonder, anyone ever wonder like how they're gonna get off of this ride, or when it's gonna end, or how it's gonna end, or what happens after? It's all fascinating. I kind of fascinated to go into all of that too, to feel that what's next like in the process. How does it happen? What does it feel like? Where does it take you? Is it truly the end? Like the end of what? The end of this physical body, but then what? Like, okay, the physical is gone. What about the spiritual? How far into the spiritual world do we go in after we're gone? You know what I mean? Like, how much a part of that are we? Are we conscious of that? How conscious are we of that spiritual world? Like this other dimension outside of physical reality, whatever that reality is, the soul reality, right? What does that feel like? And how much a part of that are we? That's what I look forward to, because I think that is where you finally learn the highest truth, like the absolute truth, like the truest truth of true is in the end. I think the end reveals everything. It gives you every single answer that you've ever had a question to. And that's the goddamn truth. Oh. Okay, let me see these here. Cicadas have really long chirps that slowly fade. Cicadas are scary little fuckers, eh? They look evil and menacing. I think about that all the time. If we are energy, then reincarnation makes a lot of sense. It totally makes sense. It totally. Like, what do you think deja vu is? Like, where does that come from? Is that from another lifetime? Is that a soul memory? What part, you know? Where does that come from? I imagine our souls have memory from lifetime to lifetime. And they send messages to, like, your soul communicates with your mind, your subconscious mind, in dream, right? That's the best place to communicate with soul, is in dream. I imagine soul has memory from different lifetimes and tries to communicate that, like in deja vu or whatever, but a couple of loving pigeons on the balcony, man. Those could be ancestors. Those could be your grandparents, bro. Could be there watching you, singing you a song, man. That's heaven. You gotta realize you're in heaven. This is heaven. You know what I mean? This is heaven. This is the greatest heaven. You just haven't realized it yet. You're too busy buying fucking coins on your video game slot machine. This is fucking heaven, man. You get to see the sunrise. It's heaven, bro. This is a physical heaven. You get to wear perfume. It's heaven. You got heaven, man. If you're complaining, you're living in fear. Your truth is physics. What does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. Physics what? Physics of what? Close your eyes and that's what you get. What do you get when you close your eyes? You get dreams? You get blackouts? What do you get? Janet says, my dad was never going to tell me what to think. Around age 16, I asked him if he thought there was really a heaven. He said, I don't know. Janet, I'd rather be surprised when I get there. Ooh. Well, yeah, some people haven't found it. I think this is heaven, man. You get to enjoy physical heaven. But you got to make it that. You know, you have to make that for yourself. But where is heaven? Religion sells you this fucking heaven, but in the afterlife, you got to be dead to enjoy heaven. I don't want to have to wait for that. Like, why do I got to wait for that? They sell you an afterlife while they enjoy their heaven here now on their fucking private islands and their yachts. Why do they have heaven here, right? Why can't we enjoy heaven here too with them, right? The ones that are selling us heaven in an afterlife are the ones enjoying it here. Think about it. That's business. It's business. It's an expensive heaven for us. This is my heaven, baby. Nobody's gonna take that away from me. Not even the tax man. Because it's mine, you know what I mean? It's mine. Nobody can take it away from me. Good morning, Doobie. Trying to break my streaming record? I have no idea. We're just streaming here. Would you prefer heaven or reincarnation? I think there's both. You just kind of get you just get reincarnated back into heaven. You get thrown back into the mix over and over and over again. Could have been a dinosaur or an alligator or a bird or a fish or a fucking Pokemon. I don't know. You can be whatever you want. You even come in this life and you choose your parents, you know, you choose everything. Everything is your choice. Every single thing, pain or suffering, cancer, it's all a choice. It's all a subconscious choice. I think everything is a subconscious choice to everybody, to me, to you, to everybody. It's all programming. It's all very deep programming. You get to create your life the way you program your mind. Everything is programming. You put yourself in I put myself on this bench. I'm responsible for being here. Everything I do, I'm responsible. And I create everything. I create my situations. I'm responsible for everything. I got nobody to blame but myself. Everything was chosen, even my name. My parents named me, but I chose the name. I get them to chose my name. I chose my mom and my dad. I chose everything. I chose my size. I chose my height. I chose the way I wanted to look. Everything's a choice. Everything's a subconscious choice. You see the way you want to see yourself. You're just energy. We're all just energy, baby. None of this shit exists. It's all a fucking illusion. You're the one creating the illusion. I don't even exist. I'm not even here. You're sitting here. You're watching me right now. You know what I mean? You're deluded too. You're just watching yourself. Talking to you. You are me talking to yourself. We're all just one. That's what Bob Marley says. We're all just one. One love, right? There's one love. We're all just one consciousness. All connected to source. One energy. When I was around 8 to 10, I used to have a reoccurring dream. I used to speak to this man who claimed he was me. He sure didn't look like me. He was you. You chose everything. Everything's a choice, man. You're a booty warrior. You can be, man. If you see yourself as a booty warrior. I'm with you, Gene. I'm with you too, Cody. Dujan says deja vu happens when one eye sees the picture just a millisecond faster than the other eye. Okay. And also, I don't really believe in science anymore. I think science is the biggest fucking hoax in the history of the world. Everything's for profit, bro. Everything's just here for sale. That's all it is. It's just marketing of some bullshit. An idea, an imagination, a belief. Yes, there's lots of benefit to science and there's lots of great things that science has done, but mostly it's bullshit, like everything else. It's all just to sell you a product, to sell you a new car or fucking electricity or a new fucking CD player. It's all cha-ching to keep you trapped. Cushion the bush. I love that. I wish I had some midnight smoker. Somebody play the midnight toker. Somebody put on midnight toker. I love that, midnight toking. Science obviously rules out religion and opinion. Yeah, they kind of battle each other, right? They try and both try and alpha each other. They'll never admit that the other is better or step down, you know? Science will completely ignore religion. And religion fanatics will be like, I don't know. It's a shit show. It's very political too, though, right? Everybody wants to be on top. But the truth is, there's only one truth, and it's neither science nor religion. And it's just simply the truth. Joel Osteen is selling people heaven while he is living it. Exactly. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Joel Osteen, all the billionaires selling you an afterlife, heaven. Thanks. I'll find it in this book. Heaven's in this book, but I gotta die to find it. How fucking mental is that? Bro, this is heaven, man. Look how fucking beautiful. Dude, get your fucking mind out of fear. Like, look how beautiful life is. Everything is here. Like, look at the beauty of this. You know what I mean? The peace, the people, the serenity, the lights, the fucking poetry. It's all here. This is it. You're living it. You are living it. This is heaven. This is the physical reality of heaven. You get to enjoy the physical reality of heaven right here, right now. And it's no other place. It doesn't exist in any other time but right now. This is the truth. The only truth. This is it. But it doesn't live in fear.
Sacrifice the photo. Grabbing your throne. Allah. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
This life is heaven. What could be better, dude? Love exists here, man. You can't. You're not gonna find it in afterlife. Like, you have your loved ones here, your family, your wife, your parents, your children, your pets, your passions. Love exists here. You can't enjoy it in the it's gone. All these souls will be gone. They'll be in other lives, enjoying other things. Like, look at this soul. Pepe Le Pew. When we die, we become the same thing we were before we were born. That's the definition of nothing. You could be nothing or you could be everything. But You just go back into consciousness, which is everything. There is no nothing. Nothing doesn't exist. Because consciousness is everything. Nothing can't be right because deja vu can last for 5 to 10 seconds if recognizing. It's a message. Deja vu is a message from the body going to the subconscious mind, and your conscious kind of transferring all that information really quickly. It's all coming from the soul, from a different lifetime, from a different past experience, and for some reason the universe is sending that message to your soul in that moment in time for a reason and purpose. You need to become aware of that. Whatever it is, that message is for you. Whatever you hear, it's for you purposely. Because the universe does not fuck up ever. Not once has the universe ever fucked up. Even in war, even in aggression, even in atrocity, even in destruction, the universe has never ever fucked up. It's always been perfect. That's the truth. That's the goddamn truth. The universe don't fuck up. Doesn't matter what you think. Because your thoughts are coming from fear, not the truth. It's illogical to discount the idea of a creator. It's absolutely mental. Much of science is dependent on intuition and isn't repeatable in a lab. Science is just the understanding of God. Science is just trying to recreate that and make our lives simpler. They understand how powerful God is, and that's why they will never ever recognize God, because God is free and lives inside of us, and each and every one of us are connected to God. We are extensions of God, and they want us separate from that, because that is power, that is health, that is wealth, and that is connection to free source and energy. This consciousness is the greatest energetic plug you will ever have when you are connected to it. And it is a free Wi-Fi reception. They don't want you having free reception. They want you paying for this shit, okay? And that's why they want you disconnected to it. Because it's free and it's powerful. And that's why they killed Tesla. Because Tesla was aware of this shit. Tesla knew how to shift energy. Tesla knew how to throw electricity without wires. You know what I mean? Tesla had some weird fucking powers. He had some weird understanding of consciousness, far greater than most people's. And they were afraid of Tesla. Nikola Tesla. Probably one of the smartest, greatest humans ever. Tesla is a genius scientist. Okay, that is a genius scientist. The genius scientists do not poison human beings. That's not science. That's fraud. You're a fraud human being if you're doing that. You're a garbage human being. If you're poisoning other human beings for profit, you're a piece of shit. That's not science. That's to get humans sick, dependent, spending money, separated from God, separated from themselves. Why do you think Tesla and his work disappeared? He was onto something, the powers didn't want. Science gives us results. I could not send us messages via mobile phone if science isn't. You're absolutely right, Tushan. You're right. Math makes sense. In a way, math makes sense. Math gives us access to so many things. Math is great. Science is great, but science is not the truth. Science is our understanding of the truth, but they're never going to admit it because the truth is far greater than any science, math, or religion, you know? Steve Miller Band is playing. Alexa got me. Get that Alexa out of your house, man. Kick that bitch out. Without science, she wouldn't work either. You don't need that. What do you got Alexa for? Alexa knows everything about you, eh? She know when you're gonna jerk off next, bro. You ever have a thought, dude? I'm telling you, your conscious thoughts have the ability to throw from your mind, and our phones have the ability to read conscious thoughts, because conscious thoughts are, I think they're magnetic and they're transmissible, because I will have a thought in my mind that I've never spoken out loud, and in that next Instagram reel will be that same exact fucking thought. And I always wonder, how the fuck do they do that? How the fuck do they do that? I've never written this thought. I've never spoken it out loud. I am thinking it in my mind. And the next thing you know, it's like the next video is related to that thought. Like, how many times does that happen? Find your truth, not through science, but find your truth through your instrument. This is your instrument. This is your gift. This is your tool. This is kind of like your plug into consciousness. You are your plug. And you have to learn how this tool works to the greatest of its ability. And you know, the more that you're interacted with other things outside of you, the more separate you're going to be from your own tool. You got to figure out how your tool works. And the best way of figuring that out is just being by yourself, being alone, being quiet, being silent, listening to all the voices, all the sounds, all the intuition, whatever flows through you. There's a lot of things going through there. You gotta kind of pick up on everything. You gotta understand what the meanings are, what the messages are, what the feelings are. You know, our bodies go through so many feelings, so many emotions. Sometimes it's like a fucking tropical storm in there. And I'm very well attuned to my emotions and my feelings and all that. But I'm telling you, there are some days where my body is just thrashing through emotion. I'm like, fuck is going on? Like, I am catching some really nasty energy. I have no idea how to control it. And I know I gotta like hunker down. Like, it's gonna be tough for like the next 45 minutes, but it's gonna hurt, but just fucking breathe through it. You know what I mean? Breathe through it. And that's how you kind of find your truth. Wally's back. What's going on? Where's Beaver? Next time, try Perfume Head. I will. But my battery's starting to go, guys. We're at 13%. Whenever it goes, it goes. But it's good seeing you guys tonight. It was a fun stream. A little bit more on the serious side, but I like this kind of shit, you know? I like this kind of shit. It's like real talk. Real talk. Gone from Kush in the Bush to Funk in the Skunk. Why do you think they banned this for? Why? Why do you think this has been banned for so many years and alcohol was available? Why? Why would they give you poison and hide the real medicine? Guys, this is medicine. This is spiritual. Don't let them fool you. Like, yeah, you can abuse this and just be a dummy, right? You can be a dummy if you want. But when you use this with intention and clarity, there's a lot of wisdom that comes in this that is available for you to learn for yourself. You know, I was scared off by weed. You know, it was like, growing up watching the commercials. The government would put on these heavy commercials here. Drugs are bad. Stay away from drugs. And they claim this is drugs. It's fucking medicine, man. Yeah, coffee's a bigger drug than this. Coffee's a bigger, nastier devil than this. Try getting off coffee. Don't drink your coffee tomorrow. See what happens. Tell me about your migraine. Tell me how big your migraine's gonna be. Try quitting coffee. Why do they let us drink coffee, but they don't let us smoke weed? What's the difference? Weed's not much stronger than coffee. It dysregulates us the same way. It's weird, but they allow us to drink poison. They allow us to poison our bodies and disconnect ourselves from ourselves, while this connects me back to myself. Alcohol poisoned me. I got trashed millions of times. I was a teenager. I had a great fucking teenage, you know? I had a lot of fun, a lot of partying, but I always got sick. I always felt like shit after. I struggled in the mornings. I fucking barfed 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, poisoned myself. I never got sick once from this, ever. Once did I get, unless I'm smoking something synthetic. They put some crap in it, the synthesized crap. That will give me a headache. It's like broccoli, man. Medicine. This is God's medicine. God gave us this for a purpose, man. And they're trying to hide it from us. They're trying to hide all the goodies and keep it for themselves, right? They want all the good shit for themselves. While we sit here and we fucking pay for that shit. We gotta pay for that. Where's all the money in the world going? Who creates this wealth? You know, we do all the hard work. We do all the heavy lifting. But who's got it all? Where'd it all go to? Keep all the good stuff for themselves, right? And we gotta wait for ours. We gotta wait for ours. Really? We're gonna wait for ours and you got yours now, huh? Fuck you. Fuck you. This is our heaven. That's nasty. That's nasty, man. The fucking joke is on us. Joke is on us. Ha ha. Who's fucking laughing? Who's laughing? Jeffrey Bezos is laughing. Elon Musk is laughing. Beyonce is laughing. They all got theirs. Who's paying for it? Where's it coming from? We gotta wait for ours in the afterlife. Heaven. Heaven. Heaven, baby. Heaven. Yeah, people are free to believe in anything. but they sell you a belief while they live yours or theirs. So say you got to create yours. You know what I mean? You got to find yours. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sour D, baby. It's always sour D. You got to create yours. You got to find yours, and it lives here. Like, this is where you got to go. This is what you need to be in touch with, because this is where the power lives, you know? This is where love lives. This is where your connection to that source is that will set you free. This is the love will set you free. And it, you know, you have access to it because it lives inside of you. It doesn't live anywhere else. It lives inside of you. You just got to plug into it. You got to find it. And the best way is to create it for yourself, not take it from anyone else. Create it for yourself. And then once you have it, you can share it with other people. You can give it to other people. It always feels so much better when you're giving it to other people than taking from other people. Because when you take it, it's not really yours. You know, you don't own it. You get to enjoy it as long as they give you access to it, you know, because it's theirs. It lives inside of them. So it feels better when it lives inside of you and you can lend it out. You know what I mean? And that is the truth. And that is. You got sour tangy. I don't know what that is, sour tangy. The baby Jeters make me laugh, man. Baby Jeters. I always wonder if that was like Derek Jeter's weed brand or something. Baby, I've not tried them. But I know they're super bubblegummy and sweet and pink and blue and sugary. Weed shouldn't be sugary, dude. Weed shouldn't smell like bubblegum or cherries. I should smell like skunk and earth and patchouli and witch brew and spells. Fragrance to me is a little piece of it. Yeah, man, fragrance is poetry, dude. Fragrance will definitely connect you to dreams and souls and imagination and creativity and feelings in the body. You know, you'll feel something. Something will sparkle inside of you. Fragrance will always sparkle something. Even if it's hate, you can hate a fragrance. It's still a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, rouge smoking makes me feel really weird and uncomfortable in a way. I gotta say that, because it's something I imagine I would absolutely hate. But there's something absolutely mysterious in it, too, that draws me in. You know, it's alluring. It's really, I can't deny that. It's alluring. I find it alluring. I'm allured. I'm allured. That's the truth. I'm fucking allured. It's more alluring than Chanel Allure. That's the truth. It has this nighttime thing to it. Kind of this licorice-y La Nuit thing going on in it. Very licorice-y. Wow, and super smooth. Licorice is sexy, eh? Like a smooth lavender licorice. Like a grapey licorice with a vanilla trail. I wasn't crazy about the Bowmaker's vanilla. No, not Bowman. DS and Durga vanilla. The rest of the line was really interesting. I love that funeral parlor thing. Flowers, lead. I got like lead pencil or just lead. Like metallic lead. It was so bizarre. Kind of like the lead that flows through your veins, you know? Our blood is metallic and it feels magnetic and leady. very cold. We got huge components of lead. So cold and sterile. Shocking almost. With hamster cage. Like this really powdery hamster cage. Very ashy hamster cage. Just wild, really wild. Funeral parlor. Death and decay. Quite gothic. Do a ayahuasca trip. Yeah, I'd love to try that. There's got to be a place you can go for that. You get together with middle-aged men and sit in the lake and cry, screaming with the wolves. I imagine that's quite intense. No, I went into Shoppers Beauty Scent. They didn't have the new blue. I went to go look for it. No, the lady's like, I've never even heard of it. I was like, oh, damn. All right, and you work in like the cosmetics thing, so I imagine this is not released in Canada yet. What's happening, Pio? Good to see you, man. How you doing? How you doing, brother? We're just here living in heaven, dude. I'm just looking for heaven, man. Keep finding ourselves in heaven. Whenever I look for myself, here I am, in heaven. The greatest place to be. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Thank you for joining me in heaven, everybody. It's great being here. Heaven is a place on earth, motherfuckers. You know, they sing songs about this. They put it out in the open. Put it out in the open, man, for us all to see. But they hide it. They kind of bury it. And they make jokes about it. And they laugh about it. At our expense. But heaven is a place on earth. And guys, I'm just you, being me, being 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 you, being me. That's kind of how it works. You know, you see me, I see you. You see me, I see you. You start becoming one another. It's like, who are you? Who really are you? Are you or me? Who am I? Who are you? How many of me's are there? There's me from yesterday. There's me here today. There's me here from last week. And there's going to be me from next week. Which one is really me? Fuck. I don't even know anymore. Who am I? Who are you? Question of the century. I don't have all the answers, man. I don't have any answers. I'm just, dude, just winging it, man. We're all just winging it. It's my first time here, right? Like Eugene's first time here. Like Eugene's just experiencing this for the first time himself with you guys. You know, I get to experience this as Eugene, whoever Eugene is. Sometimes I don't even know. Well, what's the magic question? A jacket potato with cheese and tuna. What's that? Oh. Oh. What's the truth? What's the truth? What's your truth? Because there's many truths. There's many truths here. There's not one truth. There's many truths here in this situation. But it's not my truth because I don't understand the situation. I see the situation from a place that they want me to see, or they want us to see. We'll never know the truth, either side, because there's so much information coming out, and it's all different. But somebody living there would have a higher truth. It's complicated, man. It's complicated. It's very complicated. It's very complicated. It's a complicated truth. I mean, but it's all necessary, because this is where we've ended up as a species, and this is what we're doing. For some reason, we have to go through this. I don't even understand why. I don't fully understand why. Like, why we have to suffer so much. Like, again, like, it's us suffering, us, while the rich don't suffer, you know, they benefit while we pay for it. This is what I keep talking about. Like, you look at this and you see who's suffering, you see who's benefiting. War sucks, you know, any way you look at it, as long as people are suffering. And it's usually the innocent people that aren't involved that suffer the most. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. It's the innocent people that suffer. And it hurts, you know, being a human being and watching, it hurts. It really, really hurts, you know. I can't deny that it doesn't hurt. It really, really, like, it hurts in the bottom of the pit of my gut to watch what happens around the world. And sometimes, like, I feel guilty, like, that I got so, like, I'm really happy to have this freedom, but fuck, you know, it's tough to watch what goes on in the world. And I don't take freedom for granted, you know. I appreciate my freedom, and I have a deep, deep love for it. But it definitely comes with a knowing that there are people out there suffering, innocent people. Yeah, man. Life is hard, dude. Life can be hard for a lot of people. Appreciate what you have. Exactly. That's why I try to be grateful, and I try and always be grateful for anything that even simple things. I just got gratitude, and always thanking God for everything that I have, and for every moment, you know, I'm just constantly like, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. It's like always on the back of my mind. Thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. Whew, thank you, God, thank you, God. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just grateful for everything. Even like smelling roses, like fresh roses in the wild. I'm like, God, you're so beautiful, man. I love you. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for this. Yeah, it's tough though, man. It's tough watching any war. You never know what to believe. Like they obviously, everybody's got a truth, you know? Everybody's got a truth, and everybody wants to sell you their truth, whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate what you have. I'm able to do that. About bad politicians in my country, we say, whenever you see two fish arguing in the ocean, you know that somewhere nearby is a British submarine. You know, listening into the conversation, eh? There's spies. They're always spying on us. They're spying on everything. They're always watching. Gathering data, gathering information. All of them, all the countries. They're doing it to us right now. Right now, they're doing it to us. As Canada's, yeah, I feel super safe here.